Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Kush. I got y'all some Black Ops 2 gameplay, and you're probably wondering, why does your screen look like this? Is this an old movie that we're watching here? No, I saw my boy UTXJG the Don do a video where he had his gameplay in black and white, and I thought, you know what, I'm going even more old school with it, and we're gonna do the Sony Vegas film effect for the very old film. So I'm not gonna leave it like that the whole video. It would give you probably a seizure if you had to watch that the whole video. But anyways, guys, we're doing a story time video today, and I haven't done a story time in a long time. So if you're new to this channel and you don't know what story time is where I tell you stories that have happened in my life, and I've told some crazy stories, and I still have crazy stories that I haven't told yet. So in this video, I'm gonna tell y'all about my first fight, my first fist fight. And this happened in about the 6th grade, and I was going to this really private school, and there weren't a lot of fights there, but I happened to be like one of the first fights of the year, so I wanted to talk about it. So this fight takes place in gym class. There was this kid that we didn't really get along anyways already. He liked to talk shit, and I liked to talk shit back to him. And back then we were young, and that was the thing to do, so that's how it escalated. But anyways, we were in gym class, and that day in gym class we were playing like wiffle ball or something. And if you don't know what that is, that's where you get this little plastic ball that's really light, and then you get plastic bats to hit it with, and you're inside, so they couldn't actually play actual baseball. But we were playing wiffle ball, and this kid was sitting up in the bleachers. I was down on the gym floor, and we were talking shit back and forth to each other. He was up there with like a little group of people. I was just down there playing wiffle ball, and he was talking shit, and I was talking shit back to him. And then all of a sudden, I get hit with a damn baseball glove, because we had baseball gloves to play badminton. I don't know why, because you could easily just catch it with your bare hands, but that's the way our gym teacher wanted to do it. And I get hit with a baseball glove in the back of my head, and I'm like, okay, who the fuck just threw that at me? And I turn around, and everybody's pointing at that kid. He's the one that threw it at me. So at this point, I'm really pissed off. Like, I'm not taking too kindly to somebody throwing a baseball mitt at me. So I run up the bleachers, and I just start drilling this kid, just putting hands of God into his life, just beating the shit out of him. And I was hitting him in the chest, in the stomach, I was hitting him in the face, and then I grabbed him by his neck, and I cocked back, and I was just about to give him one last just huge shot to the jaw. And I thought about it for a second. I was like, man, this kid's not even really fighting back. He's like almost defenseless here. So I held off, and I didn't hit him the last time. I don't know what came over me. I was like, I can't hit this kid again. I mean, he's not even fighting back. So he was kind of a little bitch, and he shouldn't have thrown the baseball glove at me. So he kind of got what he deserved for doing that. And that's pretty much how my first fight went. I think I got suspended for 3 days. At this time, my mom was going out to Vegas with her bosses, and I was staying at my aunt's house at the time. And whenever I had to call my mom and tell her what happened, she was pissed. So I was thankful that she was out of town, because I probably would have got an ass whooping for that. And I ended up getting suspended for 3 days, and I had to go to an alternative school for 3 days because they wouldn't let me stay home for some reason, which I would have rather have just stayed at my aunt's house and I had to do shit. But they ended up sending me to an alternative school, and this alternative school was ridiculous. I mean, these kids should have been in jail for murder and shit like that. Like, these dudes were some thugs in this freaking alternative school. Like, these are the type of dudes that they're one ticket away from going to jail. So it wasn't a fun experience going to that alternative school, but I didn't really get into any problems there. I kind of just kept to myself, and that was pretty much it. So the moral of this story is, I guess, don't fight, because it really doesn't get you anywhere. I mean, it gets you in trouble more than anything. And then, I mean, violence isn't ever the answer, because it didn't change anything. We still didn't like each other, and we still got into it more again after that. So the moral of this story is just don't get into fights. There's really no point, and it doesn't really solve anything. It just kind of makes you feel better in that moment. So anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the story. I will see you guys later. OG Kush, I am out. Peace.